Hello again. In this video, I will show you an example of binomial distribution. So the question says, what is the probability of one success in 5 observations if the probability of success is 0.1? So these are the only information you need to do to calculate the probability for binomial distribution. It says what is the probability of one success, that means x is equal to 1, in 5 observations, that means n is equal to 5, if the probability of success is 0.1 and probability of success is p. So p is 0.1. You have these three information and you will plug in these values to the formula that I showed in the previous video and you will get the final result. So I will do this on the board. I'm doing this so that you have a clear picture of binomial distribution. Initially, you may think it's a bit confusing, but when you come to the example, it will be all clear. So the formula for binomial distribution, it was, let's say, probability of x. It will take some time to write here. So probability of x is equals to, first, the sequence, number of sequences, so n factorial x factorial times n minus x factorial. Times p to the power x times 1 minus p to the power n minus x. Now I will just plug in the values here. I have, let me go back to the slide again to see the values. So x here is 1, n is 5, p equals to 0.1. The values are given in the question. So x is 1, n is 5, and what else? Probability, right? So probability of success was given 0.1. Now if you look at the formula, you just need these three values to complete the formula. You have n, you have x, you have p. You don't have any other unknown parameter. So let's plug in all the values. It is 5 factorial one factorial, then 5 minus 1 factorial. 5 minus 1, bracket close, factorial. Remember to put the bracket in the calculator when you do it directly in the calculator. Then p is 0.1. So 0.1, I will write it 0.1, okay. Again, p is 0.1 to the power x, x is 1, so to the power 1 times 1 minus p, 1 minus 0.1 to the power n minus x, n is 5, x is 1, so 5 minus 1. Now if you do this NCX or do this directly in the calculator, you will get 5. So do it in the calculator and get your result, or else later it will be difficult for you to keep up. So do it with me in the calculator. If you plug in all the values, you will get 5 here times 0.1 to the power 1 is basically 0.1, and 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9. So this is 0.9 to the power 4, to the power 4. So if you do this, in the calculator, you will get 0.32805. So you'll get 0.32805. This is the final result. So do this with me so that you understand how we do the calculation for binomial distribution. First, you need to understand the Bernoulli distribution. Then you will know that if we do the same experiment several number of times, if we run the experiment n number of times, then we have to calculate the probability with binomial distribution. And binomial distribution comes from Bernoulli and the number of sequences formula. If you combine these two, you get the total binomial distributions formula. And that's how we calculate basically the math. Math is not that complicated. So let's go back to the slide again. So yeah, the final result is 0.32805. So that is basically an example of binomial distribution. In the next slide, we will see the mean and variance for binomial distribution. Remember that in Bernoulli distribution, the mu was just p and the variance was p times 1 minus p. If you don't remember, you can go back to that video. We derived those formula. Mu was equal to p and variance was p times 1 minus p. As I said that the only difference between Bernoulli distribution and binomial distribution is that we run the experiment n number of times. So in Bernoulli distribution, I gave an example that I'm tossing the coin and I may get head or tail. In binomial, I will say I will toss the coin for 15 number of times, or let's say 100 number of times. So the only difference is that here we have the same experiment several number of times. So we have an n here, which is why the mu and variance will stay the same, except that we will multiply an n with it. So in binomial distribution, the mu will be n times p and the variance will be n times p times 1 minus p. Again, I'm repeating, in Bernoulli we had mu only p. In binomial, since we are running the experiment n number of times, it will be n times p. In Bernoulli, for variance, it was p times 1 minus p. In binomial, it will be n times p times 1 minus p. So this is the mu and variance for binomial distribution. I already taught it in Bernoulli. Since the concept comes from Bernoulli, I'm not going to show the entire derivation again. You just have to multiply the n with it. Okay, so we will use these two formulas in our math. The only thing you need to know for the math is and also understand is the formula for binomial distribution. This formula, how we plugged in the values and calculate the values, and also the mean and variance for binomial distribution. In the next video, I will show you some maths or practice some maths.